So now we're in the office building proper.
Yeah.
Came in through that hole.
Someone's gonna come
Hopefully we
back and
find
find their
some-
office covered in blood.
Hopefully we find some new exciting physics objects to kick.
That tilted over lamp was vaguely physics.
Yeah.
There should be the music video to last Saturday night, where she wakes up.
These things break. Bicycle kick is very lackluster on every physics object.
Imagine if they made like a Hangover sequel, but it was just the F.E.A.R. movie. You know, like
Hangover 4-person counter assault recon.
Yeah. It was just Jack Galifianakis waking up with a shotgun in his hand in here.
Here's a cool satellite, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, input feed.
It was weird. Every time I heard a review for the new Hangover movie, everybody was like, "It's just dark. It's really dark."
Things I heard were dark and action movie.
Yeah, that was the last thing I expected.
Really?
It was like, it's incredibly cynical and just dark.
Like, what happened to
Like,
that franchise?
That's physics.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool effect.
That's beautiful physics.
Oh,
I'm like,
hello.
I mean, the wolf pack, really?
Yeah. You know.
I get the feeling that the movie's like they accidentally kill somebody or something, you know? And then it's like this crime movie where they have to hide the body.
Something.
Pretty good.
I'd really love to know just what happened to that franchise.
Oh, the curiosity is perhaps the best marketing tool I've ever seen for making me want to see this movie. I briefly put on Hangover 2 on demand because it was free, and then it's an unwatchably shitty movie. Like it's impossible to enjoy.
It's amazing how bad they made the sequels.
Even the comedy stylings of Chang, the absurd.
Chen Chong is usually very funny.
He's funny, but in this one, even here, doesn't quite do the trick.
Oh man, that file just got exploded.
Yep.
There could have been valuable work in that.
No. The people
Everyone's
who
gonna
work
come
here
home
are
to find-
long gone or dead.
Everyone's gonna come back to work like a week from now and find out that you just destroyed their office.
Whatever.
Gonna be mad pissed.
Some guy has a heart attack in surprise and like, just get the med kit from the closet.
What? No!
God.
They
No,
had
you're gonna
so
make it.
many
Oh, someone
biscuits.
broke the phones!
Get online.
Alienware.
Get online. Just call the police. I can't. All the computers are broken.
There's a reference to something called Icarus. It says here that it was a bioengineering
There's literally a
program
dead
started
man
in
on the camera.
1973.
Not anymore, I cleaned up.
Related to
That's very kind of you.
That's like your penance for destroying all their work.
Oop, chair.
Oh man, oh yeah!
It's actually exactly the office that I had at my old job.
Blood and all.
Did you
Well,
get, did you come back to find the scene?
Not quite. We had something vaguely similar where we had enough money in the company budget to have a Cinco de Mayo party.
Oh no!
We had a really good Cinco de Mayo party. We got margaritas and everything, and it was a lot of fun. There's like decorations put up for Cinco de Mayo, and then we exhausted all the company money in that single celebration. So for the next year, nobody ever took down any of the decorations for Cinco de Mayo. So anytime we would have somebody in, like a client, to talk about selling them their technology, there'd be all like the Cinco de Mayo decorations up on the wall.
Nice.
But nobody ever took
Fine on
down.
like May 6th, but got very confusing on October 12th.
It was a year before they ever got taken down. That was only because we got bought out by another company.
Oh, by the way, you're complaining about CRT mines. Well, now we're at an actual office, so...
It's strange.
Yeah, this is just getting weirder and weirder. Oh hey! What's up, buddy?
I'm gonna, just kind of appreciate these nice blinds for a little bit.
Sharp stone.
Like how any eeriness that might have been, established by the body sliding out is immediately destroyed by Smiler slide kicking it into the wall.
It's like it was choreographed, like
Yeah.
it was decided upon beforehand.
Oh, you know.
Can you imagine somebody in like a horror movie just slide kicking the corpse that falls out of him into the inside of the movie?
I think
Now I definitely want to see that.
I think Cabin Woods gets as close as we're ever gonna get to like.
Yeah. I showed that to Kaz the other
Yeah.
day. He was utterly delighted by it.
It's such a good movie.
Utterly delighted. Everybody I've shown that to has been absolutely delighted. If you haven't seen that, just like don't read any spoilers. Just go into it and watch it. It's astounding.
Yeah. I kind of imagine this is like the FPS version of Cabin in the Woods.
No, we can only wish. Can you imagine if they actually made a FPS version of what happens at the end of Cabin in the Woods? It would be
Man,
insane FPS ever made.
that'd be like the best game ever. I'm really sad this doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like a
Imagine
real
facing
thing.
down Killbot at the end. That'd be astounding.
You need to make this, and it's just going to be a F.E.A.R. mod.
The real logistics that would have to go into making every enemy would be astounding.
That's why you have to do it.
Is the Cabin in the Woods in Netflix? I gotta rewatch that.
It's always fun to watch every time.
Yeah.
The only movie I can think of that could compare to is like Pacific Rim was close to as fun. It wasn't as fun, but it was close to as fun. There's like very few movies that I see every now and then that are just
Hello, buddy.
Dear Lord!
that are just completely delightful. That was
Get
one
out
of
of my office.
Yeah, that guy was really mad that I'm trespassing. Oh, hi.
them. Well, he had a good run.
These guys, like, are here, and then they don't show up at all after this point, I think.
Yeah, I actually played to this part. I remember. It was like one of the last parts that I played.
Yeah,
Explain
like,
why
I
I don't
kind of
work on
explained
Right.
that, this is,
Whoa.
like, the crowning moment of
Whoa.
the entire LP, I think.
Damn!
Oh
you
my
just hit
gosh!
through the
His
wall.
head seems to be stuck.
He is wedged into that wall very, well. Oh, I missed that guy.
Oh, that jump.
Look at that.
kick is So rad.
That would have been quite red. Can you?
I'm just gonna.
There's more
appreciate
experiments to be
this.
done with this.
I think that was part of Terminator 3. Just stuck her head through a wall.
That's gonna be the core plot of Terminator 5.
I
Still
can't.
starring Arnold
I still
Schwarzenegger.
cannot wrap my mind around how bad Terminator Salvation was. It was an amazingly bad movie.
Oh,
Arnie's coming back.
God.
so this whole company is basically a bunch of really important decisions. Like, they originally were like this weird R&D for like cool space stuff, and then they went into like trying to make cool super soldiers, and then that turned out poorly, and then they switched to a different super soldier program, and this is what we got. We got like cannibal controlling a bunch of clone soldiers.
Yeah, I can imagine it being like what, Julian Assuage or something would do, or like the guy who made Facebook if they had a government contract.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Just be like, well,
The story sounds like any given Metal Gear villain headed up Umbrella.
Well, eventually we figure out what happens, and it's just the most astounding, like, series of events ever, and they decide to keep going with the story. Oh, by the way, there is a really cool bug that happens with this game, where if you don't turn off, like, all of the generic human interface device, like, things in your computer manager, you get, like, shit FPS, so I had to make a cut and turn this off.
Oh yeah, that's what caused problems when you tried to stream this, wasn't it?
Yeah, apparently.
So at this point, you're literally just playing Counter-Strike Source on Office right now. Just
Well, this is what happens if you load a map with coordinates based on Microsoft Office.
Yeah. Whoop. They're like, these security guards were really inefficient. They managed to kill a whopping 0 enemies. It just kind of gets like slaughtered.
Like, you would think they would get at least one, even if only by accident.
I don't know. If you've ever seen like a security guard at a company, they're delightfully inept. Most hilarious.
think
That's
highly
like
of
more
Rent.
sickly than
Office
ethics.
Space reference.
There you go. Yeah, I remember that. There you go.
Seems to have exploded.
I don't get if you were making a game like this, why would you not allow your character to pick up the stapler and then just beat somebody with it? It's the only reason you would make a video game is to do something like that, you know?
Yeah. So these radios are always like completely useless because they're all referencing the first level of the game. It's like I don't really care.
I destroyed that weeks ago. I'm up for something else.
Yeah, it's like, oh, dude, there's some weird things going at the water plant. Whoa.
Did they really only like record one set and just sort of keep it throughout the entire game?
I don't know. I think at the end they start referencing what happens here. So, I guess like the news crews are just really slow at reporting like huge gunfights going on at the like huge corporate HQ in town.
Maybe it's like a
But I
Die
mean,
Hard
like,
situation where the CIA stepped in.
In the sequels, we find out that this town is like a complete ghost town and no one actually lives here. So that's probably why news is really slow.
Bruce Willis, where art thou?
I'm surprised they haven't made a similar like Die Hard game, you know, like this. It's basically Die Hard the game.
Oh, hello. Nice try. Oh, oh. Back here. No.
So he has chosen a job where it is the most likely of anything that he would get shot in the ass.
Yep. These are
I'm guessing he didn't choose that so much as was handed it.
I guess they'd grow them, right? He's some kind of clown.
I don't know.
I didn't get that
Thanks.
far into the game to figure out that.
Like I said, I don't think they show up enough in the game to actually. Oh my god! I just noticed something. All the clocks in this game have different times. They actually put the effort into like having the clocks all have different times. They're all like broken clocks too. They're like not on the wall or anything.
If they're functioning clocks, would they all at the same time?
Yeah, but they don't.
Why would they have stopped?
I don't know. Well, you'll see throughout the game that this office is just a shit show, even without the clone soldiers rampaging through it.
Yeah, I don't think that would explain why the clocks would stop, though.
Yeah, this guy's kind of like wedged in there. I decided to do him like a solid and get him out of there.
Bless your heart.
So it'll be easier to bury him later.
Well, when you come in the morning and you have to like clean up, do you really want to start like pulling people out from under the security shutters?
I think I'm under no delusions that all these people will be boiled down to raw materials for the clone army. As is custom. I mean, I hope that's how I go out, too.
Yeah, really. Oh, I hope you liked Fat Guy from Jurassic Park because they made him a redhead.
Dear God.
Glasses.
Fantastic.
That doesn't even look like a human being.
It really doesn't.
No human being looks like that.
The character models in this game are just all atrocious.
I saw Jurassic Park 3D.
Oh, yes.
Oh gosh.
It was actually the best 3D movie I've ever seen. It was
How was that?
deafeningly good 3D. Like imagine like all the scenes where there's just three people talking. Each person would be its own plane. You know, in the end of distance. So like one character would be closest to you, one character would be in the middle, one character would be in the back. Or like you'd be driving a car and the windshield of the car would be closest to you, and then he'd be in the back. It was crazy well done. But when I saw it, when Newman had his scenes where he was just like, you know, talking to the guy at InGen, you know, eating his whipped cream, everybody to this day is still utterly delighted by him. Like, no matter how much time has passed, everybody is still absolutely 100% delighted by the antics of Newman in Jurassic Park.
You didn't
So-
say the magic word.
I'm just finding cool secrets before they're irrelevant. Well, I did get that reflex booster, but otherwise,
Reflex booster was worth it.
I think my favorite thing about Jurassic Park nowadays is, what's his face? Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, you don't really remember him as a kid. Like as a kid, I don't really remember him that much.
Yeah,
Why does
But
his
as you
belt
get
buckle
older-
say read the effing manual?
because he's like the tech guy.
Who even has a belt buckle like that? Who sells one?
That person. That monstrosity.
That, like, human Bob's big boy.
He is one of a kind. He's one of a kind. That's all there is to it.
So, oh, wait, no, that's not the guy I saved from Shutter
Must
Hell.
you desecrate every corpse you come across?
Yes. Wait, maybe
It
that
would be
was.
dishonorable not to desecrate them.
So you can tell where you have to go based on the bags of shitty Cheeto
Alright,
nachos.
if I was making this game, I would allow you to pick up the bag of Cheetos and eat the bag of Cheetos. You know, it would just
They're
be something
empty.
your character would be doing while you were walking around.
They're
instead of holding the
empty.
gun.
The fat guy ate all of them.
That's
So
true.
you find
Like-
him later.
Also, the physics on these cans are really weird.
So there's actually like a in-game explanation for why all the cans are empty and why all the Cheeto bags are deflated.
Yeah,
They've simply all just been devoured by that.
like whenever you have to like find this fat guy, there's always like Cheeto things all over.
It's a trail. And apparently he's really into that huge muscly guy on that magazine right there.
Longshoreman Weekly, come on.
Just imagine, like, they should make it so if you get close enough to his computer, it wakes up his computer and there's just like a My Little Pony porn site open up on his monitor. Like, oh god.
I think you'd have to mod that.
I'm sure someone has.
So this what you call it? This phone message was basically, can you stop being like a huge creep to the CEO's daughter? Thanks. Basically all it is. And
Get
what
some
do you
valuable
expect?
backstory on him.
That's what you'd expect from like the IT guy at a like shitty, you know, corporation, whatever this is. Oh, that wasn't the best grenade.
Didn't exactly knock it out of the park on that grenade thrower there, Smiley.
No, I didn't. Okay. Oop.
Oh! Well, he had a good 3 bullets off. All they can hope for.
This game does a really good job of giving you like this alternate like automatic weapon, which is super strong. Like it's pretty fun to use, and they also give you enough ammo for it. It seems like they don't, but you only need like 3 shots for each guy.
It's kind of the most broken gun ever made. It's ultra accurate. It kills anything in 3 shots.
It just gets boring after a while though, because it's so good. Like it every once in a while it pins people to walls, but never like that entertainingly.
Or at least not as often as it should.
Yeah. Like
'Cause, I mean, there have been times where it's been pretty funny to work on some duel.
mhm.
Like how that random splot of air is bleeding.
Yeah. Makes sense. Oop.
Oh!
I think my favorite thing about this game,
Oh!
aside from the silly ragdolls, is the fact that whenever you start sliding near a guy, they panic and yell. It's either shit or fuck.
This game should
What are you
constantly
doing?
be playing Spinach Rag from Final Fantasy VI. Every final firefight you get in. Oh! Why do they spark? Are they like robots? Or are
they have some like industrial armor or something. Like
They're
there are a
cyborgs.
lot of different variations of these clone soldier guys. It's just really hard to tell because they're very minute differences.
They're all Adam Jensen.
Yeah, they're all Adam Jensen. They're all going to end up after the prologue being super robots.
Yeah, and then they're all going to come after you.
I can take them.
Who's Adam Jensen?
Guy from Deus
Deus
Ex.
Ex from Human Revolution. Love that game.
I never asked for this.
Yeah, there you go. All you really need from that game. I'm just, I look for secrets a lot because, like I said, the levels kind of wrap around each other a lot, and sometimes they will wrap around on each other, and then there would be a third path where there's a secret. Half the time, what happens is I don't find a secret; I just find how to progress. Because sometimes they do the really awful, like, early FPS thing where they hide the progress. Oh, here we go. We opened the gates like we were supposed to, and fat guys just flying away.
He's had a big day.
Where is that idiot?
He's got another
Stand to do this the
bag
hard
of
way.
Cheetos to eat.
Okay, find
Yeah.
the server and reboot it.
Like, he's basically Newman from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, in every way. Goes back to his supermodel hut wife and 5 kids. Nobody can figure out how it's possible.
Hello, Newman.
Is that what his wife says to him?
No, I'm just remembering a Seinfeld gag.
I'm just remembering a Seinfeld gig, not the one, just a.
There are many.
Yeah. Oops. Gotta scare them.
my old coworker used to have Summer of George on his desktop wallpaper. There's a picture of George. There's one episode where George just decides to spend the entire summer doing nothing but sitting on his couch and watching TV.
Yeah.
And so there's a picture of him just like splaying in a slouch on his couch with like all these potato chips across his chest, just in this. And it's just the words "Summer of George" written on the bottom.
Nice.
For like the 2 years I worked there, that was his desktop. He never seemed to get bored of that joke.
I'm surprised they didn't do something like that in this game, because it seems like something they do. Just like have really stupid backgrounds on some of the.
Yeah, I think like memes or something like that. You know.
Yeah. Oops, there we go.
Jerk story's the line.
Got some nice nailage there.
Yeah.
That guy's
You
gun
were
just freaked
downplaying
out.
you were downplaying the comedy of the nail gun.
They never get nailed to the wall in hilarious ways, though.
That was quite hilarious. You're just disappointed that he hasn't gotten nailed upside down by his nads onto the wall.
Yeah, basically.
They
Oh.
keep making
Beat-
an entire game
Beat's
about it.
not even here to see me.
Yeah,
walk
to
down
see
the-
your
Yeah.
awesome gangster lane.
He requested this.
Or
And he
pimp
just-
walking like a motherfucker.
Okay, I'm showing this the network
Beat's gonna be
Okay.
super pissed when
This
he
is
sees
a
this recording
nice-
go up.
systems to come back online.
This is a nice server room, and by nice server room I mean no, it's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Just gonna kick over all the computers.
Our server's down. What happened?
Oh no, some guy just like walked in and started kicking everything.
All these F.E.A.R servers across the US go off.
Beautifully meta.
One man just bicycle kicked all of
Oh, he's gonna get it. Yeah, that's right.
them.
Yeah.
That's how I want to go out. I want to be bicycle kicked by a cloned super soldier. It's my preferred method of death.
Who, by his own perception, is like moving hundreds of times my speed.
I can find another camera.
Oh, so
Oh man, cacti.
yeah, physics object. Hey,
How,
Kristen.
how would that even look to me? It's like this guy who got like 4 headshots with 4 bullets and then immediately proceeded to shoot me 4 times in the chest, then slide on the ground, kick my shins, and then spike me to the wall by my nads.
And your final words are just too sweet.
It's like, yes, thank God.
There's creepy girl, whatever. I don't care.
Oh man.
Completely
that's
missed the creepy girl segment.
I gotta
Come on,
examine
guys.
all of these cubicles.
Come on, guys. The
By the
rank.
way, like I have to say, like there was an office there, like next to the server, and now we have unfinished office.
It's rather odd.
Secure the site and wait for
Come on,
gas.
guys.
This is like 4 different like specialist levels strung together.
hmm
You know?
No, I think there was literally a specialist level that was this.
Yeah. And they just
Ignore all
paste
the
them
incomplete
together.
hallways, guys. Don't be worried about this.
You've seen
Hi.
her, haven't you? She is the original.
I just picked up the
Oh yeah, it's
transmitter
probably
somewhere
because
at-
he's being a ghost near me.
Yeah, I'd like to know who thought it would be a cool idea to have an unfinished, like, exoskeleton of a room to be a environment for a FPS.
I'm pretty
Kinda
sure they
knows
just
real life.
reused this from No One Lives Forever 2. I think there was definitely a bubble
seen it.
where you're going through like the evil organization's like secret hideout, and half of it was just unfinished building. And they decided to just run with it again.
I feel this.
That was the only pane of glass they had ordered. That was it.
So
Now they're gonna have to like special
So-
order another paint glass.
this is like the most bizarre office building decision.
They're gonna have to
And here's our flaming hospital room. Yeah.
We just thought, I don't know, it'd be cool if, you know, we like hospitals, but it'd be cool if like everything was on fire at the same time.
We had to specially contract the architect for this room.
No. Ghost hit me. For some reason there are
Phantom Pain
ghosts and I
trailer.
should shoot them. Yeah. Phantom Pain.
She is a prisoner.
Now I have like some shrapnel sticking out my head.
That's my new favorite Metal Gear Solid 5 trailer.
Soon I will find her. I will set her free.
Yeah, this is basically Metal Gear Solid 5 now. I lost him again. Ah. I'm just sitting in my like Kia with my laptop watching you. You know,
It's gonna end with you shooting a bunch of black orphans.
too soon.
Too
Game's
soon.
not even out yet. It's not. It's not soon enough.
Nope. Good. This is interesting. The core options.
Does Snake do that?
There was
Does
a
that
lot of
happen?
anger in this room.
That's what they keep showing off in the trailers, like implying he's going to shoot a bunch of orphans.
I don't see any bullet
Really?
holes.
Yes.
There's no brass lying around.
Seems like a
with that.
bold marketing
These guys
decision.
didn't fire a
It
shot.
look at
seems
that-
like a really obvious fake out, but it's
I
what they
don't know.
keep showing.
So they're taking the next step from the Resident Evil 5
Level's gotta be close.
to
So,
the
so you know, well, you know how like Kojima always says like each of my games is about, and then like says one word. So like, in this case, he says that the one-word description of 5 is race.
Oh god, that's awful. That's gonna be a disaster.
That's gonna be
Can
hilarious.
you imagine? That's gonna be the biggest disaster that has ever happened. They must know at this point that like if they get insane publicity if they get even one single thing race related in a Metal Gear Solid or Capcom game.
Or like
I
in a
was-
video game.
I was really hoping that race kind of referred to kart racing, so we'd have
That would be great. Play
MGS
Metal
kart
Gear Kart.
racing.
They
Just
already
plays
put
the-
Snake on a skateboard.
The Super
Yeah.
Nintendo Mario Kart theme.
Yeah.
Throws like
No,
a
it has